Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on which part of the world you are in. I trust you are doing well. Hi, Vallari. Thank you for joining. Am I audible? Can you hear my voice? Can you listen to my voice? Can you see me properly? Just taking a check on. I know it's a odd timing to go live because we typically go live at 111, but today for some reason I couldn't catch that time, so I thought chalo 333 kar lete. Magical numbers are always with us. So Vallari, I did not do the live portal, but yes, so I did a video where it's a guided meditation video where I have guided you completely for what you can do. I couldn't do a workshop. I so wanted to do, but there were some commitments. And apart from that, of course, um, the time zones are different. So that was another challenge. But I did that video, and that video was live at 11:11 in the morning because night 11:11 in India would become very late here. So that was the reason I couldn't do the night 11:11 wala video. But that video is on the YouTube channel. It's on Instagram. Please go through it. And today's video as well, I'm going to talk a little bit about some manifestation techniques which I have been using for some time. And I love such techniques which we typically teach in our advanced law of attraction workshop. So yes, you did that video. Thank you so much. And yes, I couldn't do something live in the late evening, which I typically do every 11:11. बट कोई नहीं, आप आज भी देखोगे वीडियो तो भी it will work for for all others. Valerie, thank you for doing that yesterday. And for all others, if you haven't yet checked out, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, and it's also on LinkedIn. So it's a very simple and fun guided meditation which I'm sure you all will enjoy. So wonderful. Was just waiting for more people to join. I see someone has joined on Facebook. Is it because I'm live on more than one platform? I think it's a little difficult to keep a tab of who are watching from where. But if you all are watching, you're watching it now. If you're going to watch it later too, welcome. And in maybe a few more seconds, few more minutes, I will start with the live. What's the topic for today? So, of course, the topic is law of attraction. But in today's video, we are going to talk about one advanced technique of law of attraction. I typically do this technique with the advanced law of attraction workshop students. So, there are two law of attraction workshops. One is the very basic ones where we talk about the very basics of law of attraction. The second one is the advanced one. In the advanced one, we go a little deeper, a little more detail into the belief system and why beliefs are formed and how to change the beliefs. And this technique I typically do in the advanced law of attraction workshop. So I thought today so the reason why I did this workshop today was last week there was a client with whom I was coaching someone, and we used this technique for her. And she said that I never felt this level of um, ease with my manifestation until you taught me this technique. And I thought, why not share it with all of you, because I personally use this technique many times. In fact, I used it unknowingly too so many times, even before studying about the law of attraction. When I manifested my jobs, when I have been using this technique throughout. And when I started studying the law of attraction, especially the advanced one, I came to know about this technique, and I've been using this in, of course, the advanced workshops and also in my coaching practice. So I thought I will do a nice video on this so that all of you will have fun with this, and you can use this technique. And I would love to know how this technique will help you, how this technique will help you to manifest a lot more. So let's begin with it. I think let's start. I will not wait any further. For all of you who are watching live, welcome to my live. If you are watching this as a video, recorded video, you are still not missing out, because I will be talking about how this technique can absolutely change your life. So over to you all. Are you ready? Grab a paper pen if you can, because you can take some notes. And when you take notes, you will feel, once you take notes, you things, they just don't stay here. They are on the paper. You can read them anytime later. So I always feel that it's wonderful to create notes. So let's do that. Let's start with it, and let's start with the law of attraction advanced. Okay. So before we actually go into detail, the first thing, why does law of attraction work? The law of attraction works not just because it's a law and it's written in the books. I always say I will not just say anything unless I have personally experienced breakthroughs. But the basic reason why the law of attraction works is because it is based in science. It's based on the power of your subconscious mind. We are aware we have two minds, a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Conscious mind is what we are consciously aware of. Subconscious mind is what is happening in the background, right? So a lot of times when we are manifesting, we are asking for things, we are consciously asking for them. And you may have tried the law of attraction before, and you may have felt that a law of attraction worked for 9 out of 10 wishes. 10th wish did not come true. Why didn't it come true? Because there is no congruency between your conscious and subconscious mind. There are so many people who come to me and who say things like, I want this, but subconsciously they don't want it. They really don't want it, or B, they feel they don't deserve it. So limitations, they have limitations. They feel that I will not get it. So there is no congruency. There is no connection. There is no uniformity in thinking. There is no alignment between the conscious and the subconscious mind. Now, law of assumption, law of attraction, I'm coming to law of assumption, because this technique, the advanced technique, is based in law of assumption. I will talk about what law of assumption is. So law of attraction works because your subconscious mind, when you keep telling your subconscious mind, you keep imprinting it with the thoughts that you something, if you do not have something, if you keep telling your subconscious mind that, okay, think as if it's already there. Studies have said that the subconscious mind cannot see the difference between what's actually happening and what you are imprinting on it. That's why when you do visualizations, when you do affirmations, when you do guided meditations, when you go into deeper state and train your subconscious mind actually starts believing it's happening, and then you manifest. Now, the manifestation is a very easy and a straightforward science. However, we complicate it because we do not have congruency between our conscious and subconscious mind. Maybe in another session we will talk about that. But that is the reason why manifestations work. But there is second reason why this technique, which I'm going to talk about today, works. And the second reason basically is that your emotions are very congruent. Okay, so I'm going to come to all of that. I'm going to talk all about that. and I'm going to explain everything in detail. So, today, the technique which we are going to learn is the advanced law of attraction technique, which is called as the congratulations technique. So, tell me, friends, how do you feel is the frequency of the word congratulations? You must have seen my earlier videos, and in metaphysics, we often talk about how we can change just by rewiring our neural pathways in our brain, how we can create change, and how all of that is connected to the universe. We talk about that in detail. So, you must have heard me talking about energy and frequency, which is the basis of quantum science, quantum physics, right? So, what is energy and frequency? Energy, of course, cannot be created nor it can be destroyed. However, energy changes forms. So, imagine you are feeling very sad, very upset, very in a victim state. Arey, everything is bad, things are not good. How are you feeling when you are thinking all these thoughts? How are you feeling? You're feeling stuck, you're feeling heavy, you're feeling tired. A lot of people are tired and stuck these days because they have a lot of negative thinking going on. Whereas there are people who are always happy, peppy, cheerful, joyful. Why is it that? Because they are always having happy thoughts. So their frequency is very high, their energy is very high. And whereas people who are always sad and who are always in that state, they are always tired, they have no energy because their energy is low. So it's very basic of the science. So when we talk about the congratulations, the word congratulations, how do we feel? What are we feeling when we are thinking of the word congratulations? What is the frequency? Is it a good frequency or a bad frequency? Is it happy or sad? What's the frequency of the word congratulations? It's a happy frequency, right? Because when does someone congratulate you? Probably on your promotion, you just got promoted, or on the day of your wedding you got married and people are congratulating you, or you got engaged, or you just had a new member in your family, you just had a baby coming up in your family, and what people will say, oh, congratulations. Or what are the other reasons? You have just purchased a new house, or you have got a new car, you got a brand new Audi probably, and it's beautiful, and people saying, congratulations, what a beautiful car. Or probably your business is now going all over the world and people are saying that you're growing, congratulations, or you just won an award. So there are so many reasons why people will congratulate you. How do you feel when someone says congratulations? I always call this, it's that dopamine boost which comes to you. Feel, wow, I achieved something. Wow, that's the energy. So imagine the frequency of the word congratulations. When someone says congratulations to you, you already feel, wow, brilliant. I feel so good. So, congratulations technique, write down in your notes. Congratulations technique is a technique which is an advanced law of attraction technique. I personally used it in my life so many times when I got my dream job, when I got awards for my work. I have practiced that technique so many times before I actually started getting awards. I used to feel, wow, I want to get awards too. I'm working so hard. I hope people notice me and, nominate me and give me an award. And I used to say that. I used to use this technique. I also use this technique amidst lockdown when I manifested my house. So there are so many times where I have seen success with the congratulations technique. And like I said, I use it in my one-on-one coachings. I teach it in the advanced law of attraction workshops. So this technique is called as the congratulations technique of law of manifestation. Now, this technique was given to us by a wonderful author named Neville Goddard. You can write down his name, Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard was an American author, a speaker, and someone who thoroughly had studied the concepts of subconscious mind, quantum physics, and I feel he was an absolute genius. And if you have read his books, has anyone read his books? If you have read his books, you can write down in the comments, read his books. He was a brilliant person, and he has written some great literature. If you are just like me, if you are a bookworm, if you like to read books, I will say that read his books. He has written some phenomenal books, and he gave this law of manifestation, which is also called as LOA, but it is called as law of assumption. Now, Neville Goddard's work, I first came across Neville Goddard's work in 2014. And that was the time I was learning basics of law of attraction, and about 10 years ago. And I had heard about him, and there was a very small mention of Neville Goddard in one of the studies which I was doing. I did not go much into detail of his work, but I just knew that he practiced something called as the law of assumption, and I was more than excited to know more about it. I read a little bit about it. I read one of his books, but I think I really started connecting to him about 5 6 years ago. So what does the law of assumption mean? Now, law of assumption is a little advanced form of law of attraction. Law of attraction says that ask for something, believe and receive. All right. So when you are working with the law of attraction at a basic level, you are thinking that something is outside of you. You have to go there, get it, and then you will say you have manifested it. But law of assumption goes to the next step. And that's why I call it the advanced manifestation. So law of assumption says you already are having what you really feel you want, which means it's not external, it's already happening. Now you will say, "Aise kaise bhai? I'm wanting something. I don't have it now. How do I assume it's already with me?" That's the beauty of the law of assumption. And that's the beauty of the work of Neville Goddard. So, Neville says that when you really would like to manifest something, do not think of it as something which is going to happen. Think of it that it has already happened. And this technique called as the congratulations technique assumes, listen very carefully, assumes that you already have manifested whatever you want and you're receiving congratulations for it. It's brilliant, isn't it? Whether it is that offer letter, whether it is dream house, dream car, anything, just assume, know it is already yours, and practice it again and again and again and again in such a way that your subconscious mind will start believing, chalo ye to ho gaya. Wow, that's brilliant, isn't it? And like I said, I've used it so many times in my life. Very recently, I used it to manifest my house. And it just works every time. In fact, it's so funny that I started reading about Neville's work about 10 years ago. 2013-14 was when the time I actually officially started studying these techniques. Before that, of course, I was reading about it, but with the help of my teachers, coaches, mentors, I started reading about it. And that time, there were very few teachers in India who would teach about this or who would know about it. So when this technique, actually I started using this technique way before that, I had manifested my dream job. Way before that, in fact, when I was a child, I would think of things and I would just manifest it. I would always say that, oh, um I will, I'll get this success in exams, and I would get it. So I was using law of assumption since a very long time. But this particular technique is something which caught my eye, and the reason I'm sharing with all of you is because I've seen people getting success with it. It's not just me, but I see a lot of people are getting some wonderful success with the law of assumption. So, what does the law of assumption say, and how does this technique work? So, this technique basically works because there are two reasons why this technique works. So you will say technique works to theek hai, but kaise, matlab, what is the reason why this technique is working? What is the reason why this Neville's technique is working? So there are two reasons. The first reason is it activates the law of assumption, like I said, which means we already have assumed it has happened. So our subconscious mind is now feeling ki chalo ho gaya, it's already happened. And when you do it consistently with a lot of conviction, when you create a habit, the power of habit in law of attraction is phenomenal. My students who have created really powerful habits have seen changes in their life because they are consistent. I know students who are consistent and they have told me that no matter what, Ashwini, even if I'm not seeing the results right now, I'm still consistent and I'm going to keep doing that. And do you know what happens? Then they start seeing results. So when you consistently keep doing it, and when you um, are doing it with conviction, where there is a lot of faith, you know that it's working out. When you do that, it automatically manifests. That's the first reason why this is manifest. And the second reason is it generates what we call as positive emotions. What are positive emotions? Imagine how you will feel when someone says congratulations. You already have made it. You will immediately get that emotion of feeling honored, of feeling that you achieved something. You will feel a sense of high self-worth. What else will you feel? Like I say, you will feel a nice dopamine boost once someone says, hey, congratulations. You will feel, wow, I have achieved something. So it somewhere boosts your self-esteem too. It creates positive emotions. Also, it helps you to just look beyond the doubts and fears and about how it will happen. My students who do not ask how it will happen and they just trust and they just enjoy and they are in that frequency, they manifest things very quickly. So with the congratulations technique, you're already assuming that things are working out, and of course it generates that high emotions. It creates such a powerful emotion that you go beyond all your doubts, beyond your fears, beyond everything that is not holding you anymore. So it it puts away all the worries, all the fears and all the tensions, and it just promotes the positive emotions. So two reasons why this works is because the subconscious mind already starts believing in it, and secondly there are positive emotions which are created. So that's the reason the congratulations technique works. To put a summary of the congratulations technique, you imagine someone congratulating you, which is what the whole essence of the congratulations technique is. That imagine that you are getting congratulated for something by someone. Now, what is that something and what is that someone is again a very important thing which you really should put it. So, all I will say is that imagine that whatever you want, you have achieved it, and you keep on visualizing that. That's the summary of it. And I will be talking about step by step approach about how this works. So before that, just looking at if there are any comments, any questions, um, anyone has to ask anything, I will love to speak about it. Any questions, anything here, because this is a live. Thank you all of you who are watching, and of course to all of you who will watch later too. Please comment that I'm watching it as a replay. You can write hashtag live or hashtag replay if you watched it. And I would love to know more about if you have any experiences before I go to the technique in detail. So there are very easy steps for this technique, and it's really fun, to do this techniques. So just checking comments, and in a moment I will go to the live. All right, if we have no questions, let's now quickly go at the tools and techniques with which we will work with the law of assumption, or um, the congratulations technique. So what are the steps? I hope you've taken paper and pen ready. So first step, very important, be very clear about what is it that you would like to manifest. Make that thing very clear. See, when your head is full of too many things, okay, I want a job, too, I want a new house, too, I want a new car, too, I want this, I want that. Stop doing that. First, focus on one wish at a time. You can do all the wishes, but do it separately, each wish at a time. So, first thing is, what is it that you would like to manifest? That's the step number one. Be very, 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 very clear about what is it that you would like to manifest. So, that's the step number one, which you can take. Be very clear, choose a specific goal or a specific desire that you want to manifest. Second, this is very important. I'll tell you why it is very important. Choose a person who is going to congratulate you in that visualization. Now, it's very important to choose a person who is always with you, who is always happy for your success, who's happy to see you grow, who is happy to see you prosper, and who is happy with your success. So please do not put any person who is, a skeptic, or who will say, ye thode hoga, or if you call someone and they do not congratulate you and they are giving you those jealous looks. Don't look at such people. Please do not look at a negative person. Like once a student asked me that, what my boss is very demanding and dominating, and I'm very scared of them. So can I think they are congratulating me if I get a promotion? So I would say that, will they really congratulate you if you get a promotion? And they said, that person said, probably not. So I said, okay, then who will it be? And she said, okay, my husband will congratulate me, or my best friend will. So I said, okay, then that's the reason. Make this person who is going to congratulate you someone who is in your closer circle. So it could be either your spouse, your husband or your wife, brother or sister if you're close to them, your best friend, um, your mom or dad. Our parents are one of the most, they love us unconditionally, and no matter what, they will always congratulate you. So it could be one of your parents, or even in, if people have grown up children and they are your real supporters, you can even think of them. Or your coach or mentor. I often say this, your coaches, mentors will always congratulate you. So think of, the first step is, be very clear of what is it that your wish is. Second, know that who is the person who is going to congratulate you in the congratulations technique. Because in the fourth step, we are going to go in detail. Now, third step, we are going to start the process. We are going to visualize them congratulating us. But step number 3 is, enter into a deeply relaxed state. Now, you could either close your eyes, play some nice meditational music, or you could do deep breathing. I often tell my students, and even in our workshops, we tell people to deep breathe. We do what we call as the beautiful yogic exercise of pranayam, in which you do either alternate nostril breathing or any kind of breathing activity which changes the frequency of, which changes your frequency. Science has proven that when you deep breathe, and especially when you do the yogic breathing, your brain starts relaxing, your brain waves start going deeper and getting slower. And at a slower brain waves, which is the alpha and theta state, manifestation can happen much faster. So start breathing deeply. Dr. Joe Dispenza, one of my favorite authors, and a great, I would call him a scientist, because he has done so much research in the field of quantum physics and how thoughts impact us and all of that. So Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about coherent breathing and a lot of techniques too. But simply, you could do a basic pranayam practice, or if you are not trained in pranayam, if you've never done any yoga or pranayam, I would say that just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, take at least 10 to 15 deep breaths to change the state from, if you are coming from a state of worry, it will absolutely change the state. So breathe deeply, play some meditational music. You could even light a candle. So step number 3 is, enter into a deep state and light a candle, play some meditation music, do deep breathing, but enter that state. When we take our workshops too, we teach about how to reach that state, because many people will say, I can't reach that state. I, no matter what, I can't reach that state. In our workshops, we train people to reach that state. So we have people who are working in a full-time corporate jobs, and they really want to manifest bigger things for themselves. And when they come for group workshops, or even when they come for one-on-ones, they tell me, my biggest challenge is I'm not able to relax. And I always tell them that, there are some techniques which we use to help you relax, including deep breathing, including using some kind of music, including some exercises like clearing your head of thoughts. So step number 3 is where you enter into a deeply relaxed state. You can even count from 10 to 1. Now, step number 4 is the most important step. In step number 4, what we are going to do is we are going to visualize the scene that whatever is it that you wish to manifest, it has already come true. And people are coming to you, and this particular person is congratulating you. So you may have thought of it, it could be your wife or your husband, your spouse, or your best friend, and imagine you picking the phone, calling them up, and um, they say, congratulations, I'm so proud of you, and this and this and this. And that's exactly how it works. You visualize a scene where this person congratulates you for achieving your desire, and it should be detailed. It should be completely detailed, when you do that visualization. When people come for one-on-one coachings and for workshops, I personally guide them through the step technique, where I use a lot of tools where I help people to actually visualize it. People say that it, oh my god, it feels so real, as if it's already happened. So you have to visualize it in absolute detail. Take at least good 15 to 20 minutes of detailed visualization, and imagine this person saying, congratulations, amazing, wow, I'm so happy, chalo party karte hai. I've also seen times where, when I do in my visualization, I also see that you are maybe hugging your family or your friend, and they are saying that, yay, I'm so happy for you. Or probably you're celebrating somewhere, or many people have also visualized that they have manifested their dream house, and they are having a housewarming party, and everyone is congratulating them, they are saying congratulations. So you could go as detailed as possible. I usually guide my students into a detailed state, but you can do it yourself too. And of course, keep repeating this, keep doing this as many times as you can. And step number 5, which is very important, is once you feel that you have visualized it, you're going to look at the universe and you're going to say that, oh, universe, I'm so happy and grateful that you have given me this manifestation. It's already come. And thank you for sending me these people my way who are congratulating me. And thank you for sending my wish fulfilled my way. That's it. You say that to the universe, and then you close the meditation. You can do this as many times as you want. Take one wish at a time and keep working with that. Focus, completely focus, visualize it in detail, and do not forget to express gratitude in advance for it, because the more you express gratitude, the higher your vibrations go. The higher your vibrations go, the happier you are, you manifest faster. Do you know people who are happy, who are all the time happy, they manifest faster? And of course, everyone in this world has their own shares of happiness, joy, sadness. But people who stay happy, people who are they have very strong mental health. People who are happy have very strong mental health, and people who have a very strong mental health are happy. So it's almost like a circle. But if you wish to really create your high vibrations, I will say that stay happier, make sure, and also be with people who make you happier. Do not be with people who pull you down, who pass snide remarks at you, or who say mean things to you. It's not healthy for you. It's not good mental health for you to do that. So do this as many times as you want. Stay in the high vibrations. Now, one thing people always ask me is, how many days should I do this? Is there any rule as to how many days I should do this? So I typically tell my students, do it either start with at least 11 days or 21 days. 21 days is a good thing to do it, because they say that 21 days is what it takes to form a habit. I know students who have been doing it for a longer time too, but at least give it 21 days. There are more tips which I can give you, like write it down, how will you feel, or create an audio. You could just be as creative as you can. But this technique, it's super powerful. It always works, and it's easy, right? And it's very impactful. So that is with the congratulations technique. I hope this video guides you. I hope this video gives you wisdom to work with the law of assumption, and to use this technique, to apply this technique in your day-to-day life. If you are watching this video, and if you practice this, and I'm sure you will get results. When you get results, do not forget to leave a comment here, and you will see that things will be absolutely easy and magical for you. So, well, that was the congratulations technique by Neville Goddard. the advanced law of attraction technique. And to all of you who are going to watch this later too, please drop in your comments. All right, sending you lots of magic, lots of love. I'm waiting if anyone has any questions, any comments, please write down as a comment below. Thank you for watching, Avni, Alpa, Neha, to all people who watched us live, Vallari. I cannot see Facebook, watching me on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. I can only see Instagram for now. So, thank you for watching. And for all of you who are going to watch later, do drop your comments too. To subscribe to my channel and my YouTube and my Facebook and my Instagram so that you do not miss out on these videos. Whatever I'm guided, I always share. So I hope this sharing helped you with your manifestation. And yes, to know about our manifestation workshops, we have almost every week, almost every fortnight, we have a free breakthrough webinar, breakthrough law of attraction manifestation webinar. And in January, early January 2025, we will be holding our usual manifestation workshops, which will of course include vision board workshop. I know it's one of the most popular and where people have seen 100% success. They have seen their dreams come true. Someone has manifested their dream job, someone has started their dream business. There are people who have moved to their dream city or dream country. I know there are all types of miracles which have happened with vision board. So vision board workshop will be in January, and also the law of attraction breakthrough workshop will be in January too. So would look forward to know more. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please drop into the comments below, and we'll be very happy to talk to you about it. Okay, all right. Thank you, my friends, for watching this. Sending you lots of good wishes, happy manifestation, lots of magic your way, and sending you love, light, and happiness. Bye bye.